Hey you guys, so today I am sharing my recipe for bakery style carrot cake. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with the raisins and carrots. And I have a little mini food processor here that I'm going to use. So first you'll want to dump your raisins in. And we're just going to blitz those for about 20 to 30 seconds until they start to break down and clump together. And once they've clumped together, they should be in smaller little pieces. And we're just going to add in the shredded carrots. I like to use shredded carrots because it makes the process quicker and more uniform, but you could totally use regular whole carrots that you shave up yourself, or baby carrots that you chop up, but I just find using shredded carrots is easier. So we're going to pop those in with the raisins and blitz it for about another 20 to 30 seconds until everything is kind of uniform in size. So you'll want to chop it up until everything's about the size of half a grain of rice. And then you'll just set that to the side, and then we'll start working on the dry ingredients. So I have some all-purpose flour, and to that I'm going to add our spices, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. And then I'm going to add some salt, baking powder, and baking soda. And then you'll just want to whisk these together until it's all well combined. And then we're also just going to set this to the side. And then now we are going to mix together the wet ingredients. And I know this recipe is going to look like there is a lot of ingredients in it, but it is well worth it at the end. So in the mixing bowl, we're going to add our brown sugar and white sugar. And then we're going to add our oil, and you could use canola or vegetable oil, and you should be able to also use melted coconut oil. And we're also going to add our vanilla. I'm using vanilla paste, but you can also use vanilla extract. And then we're going to add in our sour cream. And you don't have to mix this in a stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer, or you could totally mix it by hand. It comes together fairly easy. So then we're going to add in our pineapple, crushed pineapple, our orange juice, and our pureed carrot baby food. Now, if you want to puree fresh carrots yourself, go right ahead, but it's just easier just to purchase some already pureed carrot baby food. So you'll need around 3 ounces. So if you can find, I know they used to sell baby food in a 3-ounce container. So if you can find that, use that. Otherwise, you can use 4 ounces. Just don't use quite all of it because you only need 3 ounces. And then we're going to add our eggs. And then we're going to add in those carrots and raisins that we chopped up earlier. So I'm just going to pop this on the stand mixer and mix it at medium speed for just about a couple minutes, just until everything's well combined. You mainly just want to make sure the eggs and the sour cream have mixed together really well. Once that is mixed together well, we are going to add in the dry ingredients. And then you'll just mix this for another minute or so until everything has combined. And then we are going to portion this into our pans. And this amount of batter will make enough for 3 6-inch pans or 2 8-inch pans, or roughly 24 cupcakes. So I am going to be doing 3 6-inch pans. So I just like to weigh out my batter. So that's what I'm doing here, just weighing about 15 ounces or so into each pan. And then once I get these weighed out, we are going to pop these into a 350-degree oven. And depending on if you're using an 8 or 6-inch, you'll want to start checking it after about 30 minutes. And once the top of the cake is just firm, then you can pull them out. And I'm just going to let them rest for about 5 minutes while they're in the pan. And then I'll take them out and pop them on a sheet pan to cool for another hour or 2. So this cake is actually for my daughter's birthday. Carrot cake is her favorite, and her birthday is actually around Easter, so it's perfect. So I just thought I would share my process of frosting this cake. So I already have some buttercream prepared, and this is a cinnamon cream cheese Swiss meringue buttercream that I'm using here. So I'm basically just filling the layers with it, and then I will be crumb coating the side of the cake so that it'll be easier to frost the outside of the cake later. So once I get this crumb coated, I am going to pop it into the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes, and that'll just firm up the butter that's in the frosting, so that I can apply the final layer of buttercream, because cream cheese is a little bit softer to work with than your traditional buttercream. So I'm going to pop it in there for 5 to 10 minutes, and then once it's chilled enough, I'm going to remove it and then just frost the outside of the cake. So I am just applying a very simple design to this cake. So I'm basically just giving a little bit of a rustic look by dragging my spatula through the frosting as I spin the turntable. And then I am just topping it with a simple reverse shell border on the top and just a even simpler shell border on the bottom. And because my daughter requested sprinkles, I'm also topping it with some orange and green sprinkles just to, make it look like a carrot cake. And that's basically it, you guys. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe and try it out. And I will see you in the next video.